Hello. Don't you? You're not. No, I can control things too. You can just send me in here live without saying anything. Surprise, you're here too.
I'm not here. I'm going to get coffee.
Not you over here throwing me live without saying anything. Rude.
Well, you were here. I thought maybe you
You were
forgot
also
how to do
here.
it.
It's
I
one
thought you for-
click.
I thought you forgot how.
No. I gotta pull my phone out, see if I can squeeze out some words from this crossword. Go get your coffee.
You amuse yourself. I'm going to get coffee.
Overcats. Where is it? .gg / SHPL. Why is it taking 300 years to load? I need to figure out where I'm putting my mic. There we go. Maybe that's a little better. Please load so I can get some answers in here. Oh my goodness. It's just Mommy and Ronald? Yes, I'm getting on the board. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. My whole plan today was to like put on some cute makeup and look all made up and stuff today. Guess who woke up like 20 minutes ago? I think I snoozed my alarm in my sleep. I vaguely remember doing something like that. Right, it says one of the 7 deadly sins, but which one? It gave no other. Am I just gonna have to? Oh, never mind. Got it first try. Thanks, Ari. Not surprised. Hey. Don't worry, guys. I'll finish up the puzzle. I got it. I thought I had it. Did I misspell it? What? How is that not the answer for that? Okay. I misclicked. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, what is that one? Oh. No, hang on. No, let me type the letters. Got it. How is this not? Someone answer. You're stop letting you put in answers? Rude? I wonder why. Okay, I've typed in the word horde like 4 times now. One time I did, there was a misspelling, I think. But I just typed it in again. What else could that word be? 18 down. Or 19 down, sorry. Why is it not? Did mine stop? No, because I just put in another answer, but it won't let me put in horde. Okay, thank you, Robin. I'm glad that it's not. Okay. Bro, why should it be something so silly? Actually, let me go try to answer the 39 across, maybe, since I know that that second letter has to be horde. The second letter has to be D. Let me go do my acrosses. Where are you? So it is horde. Upset. Get out of here. My notifications. What was going on there? Because that word was clearly horde, and I wasted so much time trying to type it in. Okay. That was a wild guess. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What's the last word? What's the last word? Ah! Ah! I don't. What vowel? It's got to be some kind of vowel. I'm guessing. Even tried a different browser, so the horde was just broken. They said, "Bitch, we're playing you." Surprise! You guys can come over here and try to guess horde 700 times while everybody else is finishing the puzzle. Bro, I'm so mad because I was like, "This is one of the ones that I already know." Yeah, I saw that my mom had already answered several of them. It's definitely giving, ooh, I should start a crossword. Oh, I guess I've got to do the stream. Well, let me go ahead and give them a crossword. I'll just give them this one that I've already started. It'll be fine. Like taking someone's like newspaper that they've already started, like, oh, you wanted the crossword? Oh, sorry, I already filled it out, but here you go. Oh, it was last week's puzzle? I cannot control the crossword though. I would put up another one, but I can't control that. What if I just my face is too big. Tyler, look at you actually watching the stream. Also, so you guys are on my laptop here, but I've got the camera's on my laptop here, but I've got you guys up on my TV here. Is it going to bother people if I'm looking slightly off? Because I could probably adjust my laptop. But that kind of covers up a little bit of my monitor. I mean, is this all right? I'm still just kind of looking off like a YouTube gamer. Or I could stare directly into your soul. How is this? What if this is how I have the whole stream? I feel like it's too close. You can't see enough of my cute little background that I searched forever for. I love this background. I would not be able to keep up with all those plants. Dead. I feel like the big one maybe would still be alive because I'd be like, I paid so much money for that. I need to keep it alive. But the rest of these would be dead. Actually having nightmares about me staring at you. What's wrong with people on Grindr? I don't get these men. This guy gonna start a combo with I don't feel so hot, and then do you have a thermometer? What? What kind of where is this pickup line going? I was so confused. Hilarious. They got one at the store. Ronald is like, I'm not paying for you. Please, I'm not playing your games. I've got international mysterious crimes to solve. I'm not playing your games. Hilarious. Maybe I could take this time to load up some things that I know I'm going to want to pull up. What? How does this work? Okay, here's the logo, video clips. Okay, so I will just come over here and pull up the things that I want. The other issue that I have is with you guys being on the TV, my TV, the settings have been off and the remote has been lost for eons. Throwback to that answer in the crossword. My remote has been lost for forever. And so I can't change it, but anytime I plug anything up to my TV, so that means my laptop, my Xbox, like literally anything, it cuts off the outer edge. And so like the far right edge where it says like comments and like where I'm going through that, cannot. Oh, she's back. She started another one. Ah. Ooh, just seeing that wall of clues shook me for a second. I'll let her bring herself back in whenever she's ready. Crossword. Raid. Someone watches a lot more Twitch than me. I watch all my live streams on YouTube. I have a Twitch. I also am not a huge fan of watching live videos. It depends on the person. Some people I'm like, yeah, I love watching your videos live. But most people I'm like, I would rather either watch an edited version of what you're doing or just go back and watch the live stream so I can like fast forward if you're doing something else, or if, like in a live stream, I feel like I have to be, because it's live, I have to be focused the entire time to make sure that I'm not like missing anything because I can't rewind it. And so I'm like, oh, I gotta, whereas if it's a recorded, like a VOD or something, filling out all the answers. But if it's a VOD or something, then I can just chill and like crochet or whatever. And like, if I'm like, oh, what was that they said? And I can just rewind real quick. And I'm not like behind all of the chat or anything. Oh my God, I gotta get some kind of answer. What? Hey, guess who's on the board? No, I keep friggin' typing. I go to, because I'm on my phone, so I go to like type it in, and if I tap a little too low to the letter, then it brings up the like chat and the like scoring or whatever, and I'm like, no. Hey, I got some answers. Are you here now?
No, I'm not.
So for 17 down, the clue is kiss from a puppy, and I definitely almost typed the wrong thing, even though I knew what it was supposed to be, because we call that a lem instead of a lick, because like that's the noise you would make if you were to lick someone. It's like so we call it a lem. That's what you get for being nosy. International man of mystery. He's got his own situation set up.
I'm just just gonna sit here and eat my oatmeal.
I'm waiting for
Okay.
room service.
It's 10:15. I'm hoping for room service, but it probably won't happen. Oh, are we ready to get this show on the road?
Sure. Let me get the. There we go. Get the Google Keep up.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Coffee Klatsch. I am Danny, the dentally challenged, and this is my daughter and co-presenter,
Artemis. The thinking something that starts with an A is not easy. I was like,
Artemis the Fantastic.
I should do that. Can I change my lower third? Will it let me?
It probably will.
Yes, got it.
And we are here to be your atmospheric accompaniment.
Like that chainsaw in the background. Can you hear that?
Audible. I can't hear it. I never can hear it when people say that they have stuff in their background. Your audible, now you mess me up.
I'm sorry. Let's start over.
Your atmospheric accompaniment, your audible ambience, your background sound. We are your pals who are going to keep you company while you do the dishes, clean out that closet, knit a few more rows, murder your husband and clean up the body.
Ooh, she came back for vengeance. Good on you, girl. I'll read the book afterwards.
We are here. Well, actually, in my dream, it was a documentary on streaming, but I'll tell you about that in a minute.
Okay.
Join us as we enjoy our breakfast, because we film this at 10 a.m. Eastern Time in the U.S. I am having instant coffee because, again, I got up too late. More on that later. Instant coffee with French vanilla creamer, which is your husband's favorite. And
you mean my father's? Your husband, my father.
Yes. And oatmeal, maple oatmeal, instant, not the good stuff, even though I do have the good stuff up in my cabinet, with raisins and butter, sea salt butter. What do you have?
Hang on.
There's got to be a fan around here somewhere.
Ooh. I gotta take my background off. Oh no, we're good. I'll just hold it in front of me. I got this cute little cup at Five Below. You can like just barely see the cute little like sun design that's on it. It's got like a sun and moon. It's cute. And I put my Holler & Co sticker on here because this is one of the bands that performs at Bay Nectar, and I had their sticker, but I am so bad at putting stickers on things, and I was like, I'm gonna see them perform like literally so many other times.
Cute.
I'm just gonna put their sticker on my bottle. And so I've got water in here, and it's mostly gone. I drank most of it.
Because you're good.
Actually. And I've got this cup makes me laugh so much. I love it so much. I've got Splash juice. It's like mango something. What flavor is this? I can't remember.
Lovely.
It's mango something. The only thing I can really taste is mango. But Wayne bought it, so I don't remember. He was just like, "This one's yours," and I was like, "Okay," and I didn't read the bottle. I just poured it and started drinking.
Okay, so I'm late every week, so I don't really need an excuse. But this time I was going to be on time, but I woke up and I said, "Oh, I've got time. I can lay here for 30 more minutes," because I had the ogre brought you some coffee.
This is ghost coffee walking it. I didn't even hear him because I've got his headphones on and they're very good.
Well, ogres are good at tiptoeing through the glen where you are.
Incorrect.
Well, they
ogres
are
would have a very low stealth roll.
No, they are in alien romances or monster romances. They're used to being in the woods, so they are stealthy.
Let's sit that over here. So now I have 3 drinks. Yay!
Oh, I also have water because at 11 o'clock I need to take the drug.
Medicine.
But no, I woke up, I had a headache. It was right at the time I needed to go ahead and start my first dose of ibuprofen and penicillin. So I took that. I said, I'm going to lay down for 30 more minutes to let this headache go away. But I will wake up in time to, move slowly instead of running around in a rush and actually have drip coffee for a change. Well, I went into this half sleep where I had to keep reminding myself that this is not real. You know that kind of sleep where
yes.
And then it's like, no, this is not real. You're not asleep. This is not real. Wake up. In this half sleep dream, you were back living in this house. We had this big room over where Isaac's room is now.
Ooh, right? Okay.
And
I got the big room.
You had your setup in there. Okay. And in this dream, I had stayed up too late watching this documentary on streaming about this I don't know the right terminology. I'm going to say it wrong. I should probably leave that part out because I'm probably going to say it wrong.
Okay.
Female to male trans person. Is that right?
Okay. Yeah. FTM.
Okay. Her husband was all happy for her to do the change. The whole movie in my brain was very explicit.
Time out. If they're a female to male trans person, if they have already explained that they are trans, then you would say him. Even though they started out, even though they haven't gone through anything else, if they have said that they are a trans person, then you immediately start with the last letter. So you go him.
Okay. Him. Okay. So his husband's all happy and everything. They have the whole thing. And then he murders his husband at the end and steals money from the company that they started. And I woke up trying to go, was this something I made up in my head, or was this something I saw advertised on streaming? I don't know. But beside that, I had stayed up too late in my dream watching that, so I was sleepy, and I'm trying to make myself get up, and you're in the room right over here going, we got to start the stream. And so you start the stream without me, so I'm like texting in the chat from my bed going, yeah, keep going, you're doing great. And I'm still sleeping, and you're doing a whole thing over here.
Not you just leaving me.
And meanwhile, you were interviewing some rich lady who had adopted some baby. And then they brought the baby over to the house. I don't know if they brought the baby to our house or if you just could see the video in their house. There was dirty diapers every place. And then the baby's father came to live with her, but she was still married. And her husband didn't know she adopted this baby. And then the husband came home and there's this baby and there's dirty diapers everywhere. It was all crazy. But in between all of this, my brain is saying, this is not real. You still have time to get up on time and make it to the stream. Because in my dream, I was like, oh, she's doing the stream today. She doesn't need me. I'm just going to turn over. And my brain is going, no, you still have time to get up.
First of all, you're having this dream. So in this dream, I'm over here streaming and I have gotten an interviewee. Am I a reporter now? How do I get paid for this? Second of all, I'm reporting on what sounds like definitely child abuse. We need to call CPS. What? It's like a reality show? Did I have any viewers? We had to have had some viewers.
Yes, you had viewers.
Hilarious. That is hilarious. I woke up like 3 times last night. I had because I am still not sleeping super well. I keep forgetting to go back and get more melatonin, so I woke up 3 times last night. Every time was a nightmare. And I can't even really remember what each of them was, but all of my nightmares usually crux on I'm trying to tell somebody something and no one is listening. Like one of them was something like we were going through some sort of area and I'm like, guys, there is literally a monster right behind us. We got to get out of here. And the people are being so lackadaisical and like, no, I'm going to stop. I got to get my coffee. And I'm like, we are going to be hunted. We've got to get out of here. And no one listening to me.
Oh, goodness. So now that we got my crazy dream out of the way, anything interesting going on?
I don't. Let's go in the order of the life update.
Okay. So I went to the dentist yesterday. I was supposed to get a crown. I'm gonna make this quick since I wasted so much time with my dream. I was supposed to get a crown on the bottom tooth. I was supposed to get a crown weeks ago on the bottom tooth, and we get there, and they take another look at my mouth and go, "Oh no, these cavities are awful. Let's put fillings in these cavities and see if that takes care of it." Okay, they put the fillings in these cavities. Like 2 days after I had the fillings, my mouth is hurting, and it's hurting every day. And at first, I thought, well, this is just because they were digging in my mouth. But then it's like, no. It kept hurting, and it's like, well, I've got an appointment in February, so I guess I'll take care of it then. So I went a month and a half with my mouth hurting like this, and it was like all down here. It was going down in my throat. It was in my ear, and I still thought it was this bottom tooth that we didn't get the crown on. I go in yesterday. The scribe, they said, we're here for the crown. I'm like, well, I got this other issue. You tell me if we can still do the crown. And I explained to them, and they go, oh, no. You need a root canal on this top tooth. So the tooth that they had just put a filling in, they got to dig that filling back out.
How did they not see?
For those who, well, I think she said that both of these teeth were bad, and she thought that the filling would take care of it. So that was the least expensive and least invasive thing.
Oh, okay. So it turned out just one of them was worse than they thought.
Yes. But I went at 9:00 in the morning because I thought, because to have a crown, they have to like make the mold or whatever, and then wait a few hours for that thing to set, and then you got to go back in there and put. So that's an all day thing. So I had my bag packed to be there. Other people get in their car and go places, but me, no car. Well, I ended up having to go places anyway because I was not feeling well yesterday morning. But I got there and I said, I can at least get through this appointment and then I'll come home and I'll lay down. And I get there, they say, well, you're going to need to have a root canal, which, just in case there's anybody who doesn't remember what a root canal is. I'm not trying to insult your intelligence, but I had one over 10 years ago and I couldn't remember what a root canal was. Basically, they go in, there's 4 roots in your tooth. The root part is infected, and so they basically dig it out, the root and the nerve, so that you don't feel anything anymore.
See, I need you to use different words instead of dig, because dig is very aggressive and makes me want to can you just like remove, extract?
They removed it so that you don't have any pain there anymore.
Dig is very aggressive.
So, but it hurts. Well, it's not terrible. It could be worse. They had to numb me 3 times because they put the numbing, and then it was pretty good. And then they get to one of the certain roots. It was like, oh no, I can feel that. So they put more numbing in. Wait a minute. But anyway, the dentist that I go to is a husband and wife practice where they're both dentists, but they specialize in different areas. So her husband does the root canals. So I had to wait till the afternoon to go. So I had to come back home.
Oh, so you were going to see her for the crown, and then it turns out you need a root root canal, so you had to wait to see him in the afternoon.
Yes, because he was in the middle of the procedure.
Did you stay the whole time, or did you leave?
No, I spent $40 in lift fees because your father drove me because it was in the morning when he gets ready to go to work. But then they said they couldn't see me till 3:40, so I came back home because my stomach was already feeling bad. So I came back home. I ate some food, did some relaxing coloring. And then they called me and said, well, he got done a little bit early. You can come back. So then I get in the lift and go back. What are you making face? Your delivery from the ogre?
Thank you.
From the unseen hands?
What
are you having?
I have 2 sausage and cheese croissants and a crepe.
Lovely.
They have these at Aldi's. They're so good. They're just like little pre-wrapped crepes, and they've got basically Nutella in them. They've got chocolate hazelnut spread.
I'm gonna ask your father if he ever sees those.
Yeah, Wayne just saw them. He bought 2 packs of them. They're very good. I've been eating them as like a cute little breakfast snack.
Do you warm them up in the microwave?
I eat them straight out the pack.
Oh, okay.
You probably could warm them up in the microwave, but I eat mine straight out the pack.
Mm. And yesterday was International Pancake Day, so that's cool.
I definitely did not eat a single pancake yesterday.
But, did you have a crepe?
I did. You're right.
So that counts. So, basically, I already made this too long. Basically, I had to come home and then go back. The husband is just as nice as the wife. They talk about country music the whole time while they're digging in my mouth.
That's funny.
And so got that taken care of. My mouth is sore. I still have to have a crown. Now I had the crown on the bottom that needs to be taken care of. Now I need to get a crown on the top because now that this has had the root taken out of it, I need to have something.
The crown to fill in the hole.
To protect it. I have a temporary filling there now, but they said that that's not going to be hard enough to protect this tooth now that the whole root and everything has been taken out. And if it breaks, if I accidentally crack it or whatever, like what happened on this side, then they'll have to pull the tooth out. And then I'll have I already have a hole here. I already have several teeth missing down here. So I don't need any more holes in my mouth. So, but I was kind of bummed.
You better don't go eating any apples or anything.
Really, I was kind of bummed though. I'm happy to be getting the dental work done because we've gone so many years, but we didn't have dental insurance and I couldn't get any dental work done. But I'm bummed because it's very expensive, even with the dental insurance. Paying their half, I had to pay $475 yesterday. For this root canal. I've got to pay $400 for the crown and then $400 for this other crown. That's with the insurance paying their part. I still have to pay that much.
What if I just take up a smoothie lifestyle and let all of my teeth just fall out? Because that is wild.
So
my goal is to hit the lottery and then just replace my whole mouth. We're going to do veneers all over. Redo the whole thing. Wild.
So now I got to figure out where money's going to come from to get these other 2 because I don't want to leave them too. But right now, I mean, I can already feel a difference because I don't have the pain in my ear and I was able to.
That's good at least.
I was able to sleep on this side of my face yesterday. So I know that, it helped somewhat. My mouth is still a little bit sore right in the spot where they were
drilling and extricating
and pushing and all that kind of stuff. But, Ronald, the ogres in my monster romances are always kind and loving.
Don't they? But don't those romances start with we're going to kidnap you? Turns out maybe I kind of like you.
Sometimes they do, but I don't read those. I read the ones where the ogres are kind and misunderstood by the humans.
I can change him.
No, it's that the ogres are kind and the humans are just stupid.
Okay.
Those are the
That's
ones that I
hilarious.
read.
Where is
So that's my dental appointment. I also ordered some food from We, which I forgot that I had put on here.
food from where?
We.
What is
You
that?
you see the name on your Google Keep.
Actually, I'm typing something here.
It says We.
Uh-huh. Okay, I see it now. What is that?
It is an online Asian marketplace, online Asian
Ooh.
grocery store. And they were having a Lunar New Year. So I've had their app on my phone, and I started an account ages ago, but never bought anything. I kept looking because you know how hard it is for me to spend money. It's hard for me to pull the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
But they were having a Lunar New Year sale, and I just happened to be in the market to get some noodles. And because unless you're getting the Maruchan, or the top ramen at Walmart, all the other kind of noodles are either sold out or expensive. And I can get them from Amazon, but Amazon wants to charge you like $20 for 5 packs. So, and I've paid that before, but I didn't feel good about it. But I just want to have different ramen sometimes. But they were having the Lunar New Year sale, so they had like the 5 packs. They had the Indomie Goreng, which is what I like. It's what they call, I think it's what they call dry ramen or stir fry ramen, where you don't leave the liquid in there. You cook the noodles.
No, I don't do that anyway. I pour all the liquid
too.
out every time.
I drain mine out anyway, but the Indomie version is meant to be that way. And so you like put all these powders and oils that come with the thing in the bottom. Yeah, Ronald, me too. I removed the liquid, whatever
Every
brand
time.
it is. That's the way I eat it. But you do end up, if you do the regular brands, it does end up being a little salty.
I also only put like half the flavor packet.
Oh, I don't do half the packet. But
well, I used to do the whole packet, but then Wayne
it's
was like,
overly
"You went to the
salty.
doctor and they said that you need to worry about your blood pressure." And I'm like, "Okay, whatever."
Yeah, because it is a lot of sodium if you use that whole packet with no broth. But if you get like
salty,
if you get some of them like the Indomie brand, which is meant to be stir fried ramen or whatever, it doesn't. To me, it doesn't taste as salty. I don't know if it's less sodium or not, but to me, it doesn't taste as salty without water. You just mix all the powders and oil and stuff because they give you several packets. It's not just like one packet like we get from the grocery store. And mix all that together in the bottom, and then cook your noodles, drain your noodles, put those in. So they had the Indomie. So I've tried these before, but I bought them from Amazon, like I said, for like $20. They were like $2.50 on sale for 5 packs, which compared to what I was paying for them from Amazon is a steal. So I bought 2 different flavors, and I bought some peach flavored Oreos. Those were tasty. It's like the Oreo is the regular chocolate cookie, but the cream is peach.
Yeah, that's why I was like that. I'd rather have a peach blonde Oreo. Okay. If it was the blonde Oreos with the peach, that sounds more appetizing. For some reason, the idea of artificial peach flavor and chocolate just does not.
It was tasty though. I don't know that I would buy them again because I misunderstood. Again, you know me, I buy stuff and then I don't totally. It doesn't register in my brain. Yeah, it doesn't totally register in my brain the size. So it was like it was like a little single sleeve box of Oreos, not a tray of Oreos like what we get. But still, it was tasty. I also got some Japanese Cheetos, and they were Japanese steak flavor, which I got 3 bags because you had to, because since they were only like $1 a bag, they made you get a 3-bag minimum.
Mm-hmm.
So I got 3 bags of those, and each of us in the house tasted them, and we were all like, eh. First of all, for me, they were the crunchy kind, which I don't like the
Oh
crunchy,
yeah, no.
because those are hard to me. I don't like the crunchy kind.
I'm a Cheeto Puff kind of girl.
Yeah, I like the puffs, not the crunchy ones. But also, they were slightly sweet, and I realized they weren't supposed to be like meaty flavored. They were supposed to be like steak sauce flavored. And so
Oh.
they definitely tasted like steak sauce. I don't know that I would purposely buy those again. You can't see me in person.
Yeah. He's going to be over in Charlotte, and I told him he's going to come see me first, and so I'm going to give him some stuff to give to you, and so he's going to go over to your house.
People are going to be in my house.
At least he's not going to be like me. He'll probably knock on the door. You know me. I fully will just open your door, walk in your house like I'm a stranger.
Well, thank you for warning me, Ari. At least I'll have a week to adjust to the fact that people will be in my house.
I was not going to warn you.
He didn't warn me. He's going to be tripping. He still might be tripping over suitcases in the living room. You know, your father comes home from his trips and just leaves his suitcases right in the living room. And I can't even say him because my suitcase is down in the living room too, on my duffel bag, because I didn't even want to try to carry it upstairs.
My suitcase from the cruise right here still has like my swimsuit and stuff in it.
But beside the ramen, my favorite thing that I got from this order was, and I only spent like $25. So it was, I would, and it came packed, unlike Amazon, which will send you 5 different boxes with, you know, the those plastic air things in them to keep them from moving around. It's like they neatly packed everything all in one box, you know, and so they didn't even have to put filling in to keep them moving around. They
did some Tetris, filled in all the spots.
and I was very happy with that. But
yeah, I would rather have that than have all the air pockets and the just overly big bags for boxes.
And 15 boxes that that we have to break down and put in recycling. I feel so bad about that. But I ordered this S&B crunchy garlic in chili oil. It's fried garlic, but it's mild. It's red, so you would think, oh, it's going to be spicy. It's not overly spicy at all. It's fried garlic in chili oil. And it does have, little bits of almonds in it as well. I could do without the almonds. I could do without the almonds. But I put it on top of my ramen. Because the ramen that I get has like the chili oil pack, and the chili oil is too spicy for me. So I throw away the chili oil pack, and I'm putting this crunchy garlic with chili oil on my ramen in its place. It's very yummy.
So is it like actual pieces of garlic and you just put the garlic on there, or is it like the garlic is resting in the oil for the flavor and you just put the oil on there?
No, it's pieces of garlic. And the garlic is crunchy and it's yummy.
I was trying to understand what this product was. It just, my brain took
the garlic is crunchy and it's yummy. The oil does kind of, like with most things, the oil does kind of rise to the top. So when you open the jar, you gotta, stir to make sure you get the oil mixed in with the garlic. But it's very good. I enjoy it on my ramen.
Speaking of the Asian market, that moves to my next point, actually, which is for some reason, so sometime last year, I did a market at New Belgium Brewery. It was one of the markets where Ari and Tyler were in the area, and so they came to the market with us, and there was a vendor who was selling onigiri. And the onigiri was so good, and I have not been able to find them since. I think I've talked about them on here before, but I have not been able to find them since. And I, 2 days ago, was just like, I need some onigiri. That umeboshi onigiri was so good and I need it. And so we, now that we've moved to Asheville, live right down the road from from an, I don't know what to call it because on their board it says like Oriental Market, but I feel Oriental is not a PC word anymore, right? We don't really say that anymore, right? At least that's the impression I was under. So but I don't want to just say Asian market. Well, I think they all are just Asian items. So this is an Asian market down the road from us. So we stopped at this little market. It was can't use it for people. Okay, but you could use it for like food and stuff. Okay, sweet. But so we stopped by over there. Okay, so this is what you're talking about, the garlic. Okay. Umami topping.
It's very
that I probably would not try that unless someone suggested it to me because that does look very spicy.
It looks like it's spicy, but it's not. It
does. But anyway, so we stopped by the little Asian market, and it was this. Based on where the building was, I thought it was going to be bigger, but I think part of the building is like, obviously they're like storage and stuff. So you go through like a side door in the building to get into the market and to get into the little shop. And it is fully packed, like shelves packed to the brim. Like the aisles only have enough space for a single person to walk through. Like so packed and stuff. And I went in there because I was like, oh, I hope they'll have some umeboshi plums so I can make my umeboshi onigiri. They absolutely did. I found it like first thing, and then we bought so much more stuff that we didn't need but really wanted to try. So we got a lot of stuff. So I have, but that all circles around to I got my umeboshi plum, so it's sitting in the fridge, and I have some nori seaweed to wrap it in. I have some Japanese rice, and the vendor, the person sitting at the front counter, was like, "Oh, if you're gonna make onigiri, you might want to get some rice vinegar. Don't make it with plain rice because that's gonna be gross." And I was like, "Thank you," because I don't remember seeing that in the YouTube videos that I was watching. So I got some rice vinegar as well. So I haven't made it yet because I want to get some plastic wrap to help me kind of mold it into the onigiri shape, and then I can store it in the plastic wrap. Because my plan is, because what Wayne and I have both been doing is just eating out for lunch whenever we're at work. Because usually what I'll do is I'll go to work for a few hours and then leave for 2 hours to take him and our roommate to work. And then just while I'm out, I'll put in an order at McDonald's, swing through the drive-thru and pick it up since it's already made, and then go there. But to save money, I could just make some onigiri at home and then bring the onigiri since I know that I can eat onigiri and I can eat cold rice. That was the only thing I was afraid of, was warm foods cold does not process in my brain, but the onigiri I liked, so I could eat that, I guess. So I'm gonna make some onigiri, and then I can just snack on some delicious onigiri at work, and I don't have to worry about like heating it up in the microwave and waiting and blah blah blah. And we have some salmon, so I'm gonna try some umeboshi onigiri and some salmon onigiri. So we will hopefully find out next week how that goes.
Cool. I have never had onigiri. I see them and I see what goes in them, and it sounds like it would be tasty. I just never had it.
Yeah, the one I had was very good.
So was that your new snack off the list here?
Yep.
So anybody got Valentine's Day plans?
Oh, you missed the whole chat. Yeah, well, you were talking about your dream.
So we don't have to cover that again if you've already talked about it while I wasn't here, because I don't want us to keep.
I'm just gonna pull up some highlights for the people watching after the fact. Ronald's saying, I know Miss Danny's going out for Valentine's Day because she's constantly going out of the house.
Whatevs.
And then I have plans for Friday, so I'm not going. Ari said they have plans, but it's a secret
that should be what the topic is that these I've been hearing more and more, not just among our little group, but online, people like doing something this week, kind of like people do birthday week. People are like doing stuff this week, but not necessarily on the day. And I read something that I can't remember where I read it, but it made good sense to me about going to a restaurant on the, I know what it was. I heard it on the podcast that I listen to every night called The Daily Zeitgeist. It's like a news and pop culture related podcast. Mm-hmm. And they were talking about Valentine's Day, and one of the presenters was saying that Pikmin 4.
I wish I had Pikmin 4. I would be playing Pikmin 4 too.
But he was saying that even restaurants that he knows for a fact that he likes and goes to throughout the year, he would not go to on Valentine's Day, because he's been to restaurants he likes on Valentine's Day and the food was awful. Because everybody thinks Valentine's Day is a day that you need to go out. Mm-hmm. And so they the staff is rushed off their feet. And so the food is just rushed and it's not prepared as well as it usually is. And the service is not as good as it usually is. Because
everybody's out
off their feet. So he was saying, like, if you want to do something for your Valentine, it's better to either do it like the weekend before, the weekend after, or just on Valentine's Day itself, just do like I know Ronald was joking, but stay at home, have a picnic in the living room, or do something else like that, because you're not going to get good food going out, and the places are going to be crowded, and it's for me, in my mind, it's kind of like New Year's. Years past, when I was your age and a little bit younger, once I got out of high school, because I had spent years watching people on television go to like New Year's Eve parties and everything. And I thought when I was finally old enough and out of the house that I would be sophisticated, and I would go to a sophisticated party and, be there when everybody dropped the balloons and confetti down from the ceiling and all of that kind of stuff. As you can tell, I am way older than you. I grew up watching Guy Lombardo's New Year's Eve, which was much more big band and swing music, not Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve, which I didn't start watching until later. So it was all big band music and people in ball gowns and very fancy. But then once I finally got out there, I spent a few years trying to chase the feeling of I want to be somewhere fancy on New Year's, and it just never happened. I finally gave up.
I don't know. I think it doesn't matter for me. Also, I pulled up Ari's comment. He said that tends to be the issue for dinner, but not so much for lunch. So we'll hear. Also, I saw what you said, Ari, but you can just take pictures and we'll talk about it next week. Because the place that he's going looks very fun. But what are my words? Circling back in my brain. I would rather be hanging out with people. The thing that's not so important to me is going to the fancy place. The fancy place would be nice and fun, but the thing that's important, that is more exciting or interesting for me, I guess, is hanging out with people. So like, I would rather be with a group of friends on New Year's Eve, or like hanging out with you guys, because I think we did that the last like 3 New Year's Eve or something. Hanging out with you guys on New Year's Eve rather than just being alone at the house on New Year's Eve. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So even if I'm not out somewhere, if we're like talking to each other, playing games or whatever, then that is better to me than like, I would rather do that than like just be out at a fancy place.
Well, yeah, I mean, for me, it was like I don't have a lot of friends. So for me, it was just a combination of I wanted to be out where the people are. Like if I was out at like, I'm still thinking back to what in my mind was fancy when I was a kid, was, in the ballroom where I don't know all these people, but it is a crowd of people. So I'm out where the people are.
Schmoozing with your champagne glass.
I'm out where the people are, so you get that feeling of excitement in the air, because there's people around and they're all,
Yeah.
dressed fancy and being sophisticated and stuff like that. That's what I wanted, not necessarily because, me, I don't have a lot of friends. So not necessarily be with a group of friends, but just with some people. So Valentine's Day down. Let's do your market recap so that we can roll on into yarny crafty stuff.
There is no market recap. I will not have another market recap until March.
Oh. So we can just put that on hold for a while.
I'm taking the winter season off and just doing the big markets at Fay Nectar, but they are not they're not doing one in February because the Celtic Fest is in February, so everybody will be at Fay Nectar.
I was about to say something dirty. Oh! You didn't even need to add the of snow because then that made me think something else.
We've got to move on. What crafty things have you been working on? Oh, all I
can say is that would be sad if that's what you were expecting tonight.
So we're moving on. We are fully moving on. Not me going looking for the Sanders After Dark tag. We are moving forward. So I got my birthday is on Friday. Everybody tune in on Friday. We're going to be doing a gaming live stream, same time, same place, 10 a.m. Yes.
How about you start it without being all roll in here whenever?
We can't do that because I have to take Wayne to work. So if you roll in whenever, I could be closing out. You gotta be there. And it's my birthday.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh my God, everybody's working on my birthday. It's okay. We'll just hang out and stream. But someone ordered me some birthmas gifts and they came in. I had Wayne tuck them in my file cabinet over here, so I still have
Did both gifts come? Because I got a thing that the second one came.
Oh, okay. So maybe
was shipped.
Was it the same day? Like, did they come were they supposed to be there at the same time? Because we've only gotten one thing.
Okay, you only got one. No, I got.
Well, we've only got one. Something. I haven't looked in.
No, I got a message that the first one shipped, and you told me it shipped. And then yesterday, while I was at the dentist, I got a message that the second one shipped. So I thought, oh, well, maybe it'll be there in time for today, but I guess not.
Okay. Well, do you want me to go ahead and open the first one?
You can. I mean, it's not a big deal.
I want to see what it is. I've been waiting to see what it is this whole time.
It's not a big deal, so you can open it today.
Wrong drawer. You put it in one of my file cabinet drawers. There we go. What is? Ooh, I can see it through the bag. Oh my goodness.
Oh, they just put it in a bag?
It is fully just in a Walmart bag.
Oh, that's so rude. Your Walmart is rude.
Super tips, but it's the big pack. Look at that. A big super tips pack. Oh my goodness. 100 colors.
You'll have to tell me if those are nice. I heard one of the YouTubers that I watch. I've heard a lot of coloring YouTubers say that they like super tips for coloring books. And one of them in particular that I watched said that they do not bleed through the page. So you'll have to let me know if that's the fact.
I imagine that would be the case for better coloring books, but maybe not for, what do they call it? The Amazon paper?
Yeah.
The like cheapy coloring books. Mm-hmm. So we'll see. I'm so excited though, because I was looking for something else and discovered one of my old coloring books in our stuff. So I might take that out and maybe do some coloring.
Well, you mentioned the coloring book and you're not going to show me the coloring book?
I didn't get the coloring book. Oh, the coloring book that I just found, it's all the way like 2 rooms away. Oh, okay. I can go grab it if you can stall for a second.
I guess I can stall. Ooh, her hair is braided and everything. My goodness. Oh, she's just dropping stuff all over the place. Oh no. She's got a fancy mic and she can't even keep it on the table. My goodness. Well, I guess I could put a few words on this crossword puzzle. There we go. Yeah, we're not doing anything for Valentine's Day. My husband is one of those who's like, Valentine's Day, what is this nonsense? But he does it for me. You know, I have a feeling, because he had to go to work early this morning and he'll get home around 10:30. So I have a feeling that somewhere on his lunch break, he will probably stop and get a card. And maybe some candy. Although I heard that chocolate, because the price of cocoa has gone up because of some storms in the countries where the cocoa grows, that the price of chocolate has been steadily going up. So it's not like it's all of a sudden going up this week, but the price has been steadily going up, so that this year's candy, if you're used to getting those Russell Stover boxes or whatever, is going to be more expensive than what you remember from last year. But chocolate in general is more expensive and has been for several months from what I heard. So I don't know if he's going to get me some chocolate, or he might get me a smaller box of chocolate than he usually. You finished part of that game that we played before?
Was it still just kind of more of the same, or did it get like significantly harder, or did it stay kind of the same level? Because on Friday we were planning to play Backbone, or maybe another game if I can get. Yeah, unless I can get my Xbox to work and we can play all 20 of the red and blue gems. Yeah, we had missed like one of the very first gems because we didn't know that we were supposed to be collecting them. I found my coloring book. Are you ready?
I am.
Let me embigify myself. Ooh. You're gonna be so upset. You're probably not gonna be that upset. Oh, let me turn off my little thing. Where is my virtual background? None. Ooh, can I blur the background? Y'all need to see all that? Nah, it's probably fine. Oh, it's backwards.
No, it's not backwards. It's not backwards for me. My goodness. You are too young for such things.
Well, you got me this coloring book like forever ago. I love it so much.
You are too young for such things.
It's so fancy looking.
Bad girl. Bad girl. Bad girl.
I love it so much. I had colored one in. I'm trying to see. Or I had started to color one in, and then I think I got busy with something. But it's all like stained because it got... Oh, I did color one in.
My goodness. The words. Ugh. I'm too young and innocent to see such things.
Lies. 20 different pages perforated for easy removal. So maybe I'll color my coloring book and hang mine up on the wall.
No, you will not.
Yeah, they're all...
Oh, shame on you.
I'm going to put it down before we get in trouble.
Shame on you. Oh my goodness.
It's not where I got the dish rag ideas, but I just love pretty things with custards on them because it's hilarious. That's what I'm saying, Ronald.
But I just hinted. I didn't say the words out loud. Oh my!
That's where they improved with version 2.0. Version 1.0, can't say it. Version 2.0, all the words out loud.
Shame. Okay, so anything you've been working on this week?
Yes, I have been working on... I've got the pattern pulled up beside me. Let me share my screen. And we're just not going to have a background today for the rest of the thing because I don't feel like going to find that again. Share screen. You don't need any audio. let's see. Do that. Okay. And then there we go. I've been working on this top. Isn't it so cute? And it's literally just 4 squares.
I feel like I've seen that before.
You may have, but I was scrolling through top idea because I'm trying to really get started on those tops for the summer. And so I looked at this one. I was like, this is going to be so easy. It's just 4 squares. So I'll just crochet the 4 squares. Oh my God. I thought it was going to be so quick and easy and I would be able to sell it for fairly cheap. So I've got 3 of my squares done. You don't even need to look at me because they're just squares. So I've got 3 squares done. And for some reason, when I'm buying big skeins of yarn for big projects, I always pick this ugly blue. And I don't know why. This is the second time, because remember when I was making that cocoon cardigan and I had the same ugly blue?
Yep.
I don't know why in the store I'm like, oh, this is such a nice color. And then when I start making it into a garment, I'm like, this is ugly. I don't know why. But so I've gotten 3 of my 4 squares done.
Is that worsted weight or is that DK or?
It's worsted weight. I've got a yarn haul that I can show. Where's my mouse? My mouse is on the other screen.
Before you do that, a little more info on the pattern. Did you buy this pattern?
No, this is a free pattern. So it's free pattern. Where's my mouse? I keep trying to scroll on the thing and then move things. So this is a free pattern. I got it from Ravelry.
You got it from Ravelry. Okay.
Yeah, because this is a PDF. I'm not going to show the actual pattern because I don't want to or anything. But this is a free pattern. Got it from. If it's a free pattern, I can show friggin' whatever. They suggested using size 3. I'm using a size 4 because I didn't think it would make that much of a difference. Also, Joann's was having a sale on their bigger skeins of yarn. They were selling pounds of love yarn for like $6 and $7. So I was like, let me just snatch some of these up right now. I wish.
What size?
I found. What size does it go? Yeah. It's got. Let's see. Where did it show? It's got like a small. What was it? There we go. It's got small and medium, and then large and extra large. But then also you could just continue to make the squares larger. So I'm doing the size large and extra large. Because I wanted to make one that I could maybe wear to take some product pictures in. So I'm starting off I'm trying to make more plus size things. So usually when I find a pattern, I'll just make the smallest version of it to see if I like it. And then a lot of times not make any more. So this time from now on, I'm going to start with the plus size item and then work my way down. But so I'm working on this. It's like I said, I've got 1 more square left to go. The problem is I thought it was going to be so much faster than it was going to be. Each one of those squares takes me 2 hours to make. And so if each one of the squares takes 2 hours, I got to make 4 squares. That is 8 hours just for the squares, not including the straps or anything, which I don't think the straps are going to take that long, but I'm also bad at judging things. So if I was paying myself $10 an hour, which I'm definitely not, I'm just going to have to cut this at a discount. Because if I was paying myself $10 an hour, this is an $80 top. And you know me, you see me. I am not a slow crocheter. And this whole every square is just chains and double crochets.
Yes, your father feels the need to remind me more than once that, oh wow, Maya really does it fast. You just really poke at it. I'm like, yeah, gee, thanks.
Ronald said something about.
I'm the one who taught her. Remember?
Ronald said something about men's garments. Give me just a second because I found some really nice looking men's tops. Hang on. Let me see if I can find them real quick while you talk about some coloring or something. Stop.
I was going to say, I was just watching a video yesterday as I was getting ready that was talking about the predictions in Vogue magazine for 2024, and one of the things they mentioned was crochet tops their prediction is that crochet tops will be hot for 2024. So, and because I've been thinking about making myself. I mean, I know I should just make what I want to make. And there is a part of me that's like, well, just, wear what you want to wear. That's why I'm going down this road of revisiting my 80s style with the leggings and long tops. But, excuse me. But then there's another part of me that's like, when is this crochet train going to end? And I think more so, not thinking maybe for myself and what I wear, but more so thinking about you and the things you make for market and stuff. How long is it going to be in style? How long are people going to want to buy crochet bucket hats and things like that?
Okay, I'm trying to find, because this person also makes NSFW. So if you are apparently like my mother and faint of heart, just be warned.
Oh, so you're not going to protect me, but
no, you're here for the long haul. Sorry. Let me pull up my Ravelry page. But this person makes, yes, how can I help you? Sure. But this person makes like specifically men's stuff, and they are definitely in the Levitica group. Let me see. This was honestly the best shot that I could get. But these are all like men's tops, and they're all like, they don't look too femme, too girly, most of them. We're gonna scroll. Oop, yep, there was very next scroll.
No, up on the first row, that the fourth one over, I like that one.
Me too.
I like the third one too, actually.
They've got some cute like pride stuff too that I like. And then all these shirts with
I like the t-shirts.
Yeah, these are also very cute. I was wanting to buy some of these patterns and maybe make some like pride t-shirts. But you can maybe pull some of these off, Ronald. Ugh. But they make a lot of undies. But they make like their whole thing, I think. Like, because I've scrolled through their thing before. I think all they make is like men's stuff. Or men's or unisex.
That polo shirt is
like,
nice.
I don't think. I like this one.
I like the luscious
the polo shirt is nice.
I would wear that luscious lips top myself.
Right?
And the polo shirt, I like the polo shirt, yeah.
Yeah, they've got a lot of cute stuff.
I'll have to find them since you are allergic to putting links in the YouTube video.
See, the problem is, as soon as we wrap up here, I have to leave and then come back. And then usually on Wednesday, Ari and I play games. And so I forget is how my brain works.
Well, see, Ari, that means it's your job to remind her.
Is there a link to this in the Discord? I will. Here, let me scroll up. And where should I go to link? I guess I'll just go to their designs page. And then copy this. Is that what I should do? Because I think all of their designs are paid designs, so you'll have to pay for stuff. But I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. There we go. And I will open up the Discord right now. And I will put the link in the Discord at the very least.
That would be nice. That would be reminding Maya to put links
in the description on YouTube.
Yes. Don't mind me. I'm just drugging up.
Okay. Well, you're doing that. I am adding a text channel to the Discord. Pattern and project links. Only. Create channel.
Yeah, if you put them in the Discord, then I might I might think to go back and put them on the video. Because not everybody's going to join Discord. We know this.
We did get some new joiners recently, though. Here we go. Put it in a Discord.
Cool. So, speaking of Valentine's Day, while I was out getting my penicillin, speaking of which, there's no, you can tell that our city is not meant for people to walk, because even though my dentist is right next to the little strip mall area, it's too small to really call a strip mall, but it's the little area where the Food Lion is, and there's the nail shop and the Subway, stuff like
probably
that.
An Asian food shop because they're always beside Food Lion.
Oh yeah, there's Chinese next to there's always Chinese next to the Food Lion in North Carolina. And what was I gonna say? Oh, so it's and the drugstore is right in that parking lot. So I always tell them if they're gonna give me a prescription to call it in right there. And sometimes when I go to the dentist, I stop at Subway and get some sandwiches for me and Isaac. Anyway, and the Domino's is right there too. There's no sidewalk,
sidewalk, nope.
Nothing. I have to climb up it's not a huge hill, but it's like it's not like this little bit of an incline. It's like very
steep, just a steep little hill.
And I've always got my cute Adidas on, and I've got to try to take a running start to get up that little bit of, because it's just like 2 steps where I could slip if I don't get a real good
forward momentum.
Yeah, if I don't get good momentum, I could slip and fall back. But once I take those 2 steps, then I'm fine. But it's like I'm always nervous to go up that little incline, and I keep like yesterday I was started to walk straight across, and then I realized, oh no, this is the worst part. Let me go down here and see if it's better down here, because I will really fall if I try to go up this part. Not happy. But so I bought your father a Valentine's card, which I haven't done in years, but I was in the drugstore waiting for my prescription. So, and I finished one of the hats.
Look at you.
Let me embiggen myself. So now, it, like with most people, it's very obvious where the
but if that's at the back of his head,
where the circle started and ended, is very obvious. But still, this is the hat. It's called Seeing Stripes by I forget the name of the lady.
You can put it in the Discord.
Yeah, or I can put it. But this is inside out. Okay. I think it's supposed to go like this.
Okay.
But I don't know which way he's going to like it.
Just tell him it's reversible.
That's what I'm going to tell him. He can reverse it either way. Because you see, this is supposed to be like the little ribbing, but it's curling up. So it doesn't look exactly like it does in the picture. And I kind of like it the other way. But I think if you wear it the other way.
Why do I not get that reference, Ronald? Ronald said, call her Stephen Sondheim. Because she's finishing the hat.
So
I don't know what a musical's, Ronald.
So yeah, she has 2 versions of the pattern, and it's all in the same pattern, and you can get it free. It's one of those, you get it free on her website, or you can pay money and not deal with those ads. And there's a version where you actually use 2 colors to make stripes, or you can use texture to make the stripes. So I did the texture one, and this is Karen Simply Soft in like a that's what I thought it was a reference to, Ronald. I just didn't get it out of my mouth. But so I hope it fits him. I hope it's stretchy.
Yeah, that's probably
So,
gonna fit him.
so I hope it fits him. I didn't want to make something that looked too bulky
Mm-hmm.
because I've made him a hat before, and he likes very fine
Yeah.
yarn. He has said one time, but I'm like, the fingering weight's not gonna happen in
Woo.
this lifetime, brother. So
Nope.
so
Nope.
that's why I made him. So I have not finished the other hat. I have a delusion in my brain that somehow this is going to be a hat by 10 o'clock tonight. But
Okay. Okay.
why are you laughing so hard?
Because you are working with smaller yarn and doing your slower skill, which is knitting.
Why are you laughing at me? Laughing at me? But the only thing I have to say about this pattern is that she does a thing where she says work into the third leg. It's half double crochets and single crochets. And she's like, instead of poking at it. Gee, thanks, Ronald. Gee, thanks. I'm sorry, that's the way my brain works. But speaking of poking, she does a thing where she's like, do you crochet into the third leg of the half double crochet.
Yeah.
And finding that slows me down even more. So down at the bottom, I ended up just going into the front loop instead of going down into the third leg of the double crochet.
Oh, wait. So it's down below, not back behind? Because when I hear someone say crochet into the third like loop or whatever, the half double crochet, there's the V. So if this is the project, and then you go further into the project, and then there's another like loop there.
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah. So this sits up front like it's a knit stitch, right?
Right.
Okay. Usually for me, because what's one project? Oh, my crowns. That's the project I'm thinking of. The crowns that I make, that whole middle section is just that. You just like go around doing the third loop, and usually once I get the first 2 or 3 of the row, then the work starts tilting forward, and so that's the easier one to grab anyway. But it slows you down to do that.
It slows me down. So it slows me down. So I just
it might just be the yarn that I'm using too, because I'm using pretty chunky.
Down on the bottom, I just did the front loop instead of the back loop. I did the front loop instead of going down.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, I'm sure it probably made a difference. Because I still think
it looks good.
I think maybe it was supposed to be standing out a little bit more down here. Like you see how it's standing out up here. I think it's supposed to be standing out more down here, but I just could not be bothered.
Yeah, I think it looks good the way it is. I would not have known that you did something you weren't supposed to if you didn't say anything.
I could not be bothered because I was trying to finish it so that I could give it to him today. I wanted to be able to show it to you this morning so I could give it to him this evening. And it's like, I had to get it finished yesterday. And it's like, okay, I just have to do what I have to do to finish it. And I think it still looks okay. So
yeah, I think it looks good. Stall for a couple seconds while I just reach behind me and grab my yarn haul so I can show what I got at Joann's.
Yarn haul. I've been thinking about what my next coloring pages are going to be because I still have the coloring book that my husband got me for Christmas. Oh my goodness, all the yarns. And I haven't done any work in it. And it's part of me that feels guilty whenever somebody gets me a gift if I don't use it fast enough. And so I feel like that needs to be the next page that I color, but embiggen yourself. I'll embiggen you since you're holding it. Never mind.
Thank you. This is not showing up as bright as it is in person because it
looks pastel from here.
It's sort of pastel, but this is like a bright baby pink. I'm trying to maybe that's a bit closer to true color. light over here. That's a bit closer to true color, but so I got this to make a snake, because remember the 6-foot snake that I made? It takes basically an entire skein of this, and so this will be a snake. So I got that.
And how much was that?
This was $12. No, was it on sale? No, it wasn't.
Yes, Ronald, you want to go to Auntie Joanne's?
I haven't bought. Yeah, go to Auntie Joanne's, and when you go to Auntie Joanne's, download the Joanne's app, and when you're in line, go to the Joanne's app, and you can pull up your coupons there, and then also in your browser on your phone, go to the Joanne's website, because you can use both coupons, because all that I'm about to show you was originally $70, and I got it for $40, for like $45.
Yeah, they like to stack coupons at Auntie Joanne's. I haven't done it myself, but I've heard a lot of people say that.
Yeah, Auntie Joanne's or Cousin Michael's. Cousin Michael's, I don't have coupons for Cousin Michael, but Auntie Joanne's, I got them coupons. So this was this at full price is, I believe, like $11.99, $12. And then this is
look at us actually being a crafting podcast,
right?
Giving out hints and stuff.
So big twist. This is the other skein of the ugly blue that I keep buying. I got 2 of them. I'm gonna turn my light back on.
Is Big Twist the same brand that's in the LBGT, the Alphabet Mafia colors?
I think it's Big Twist that has the pride colors that like aren't named pride colors, because I almost bought, they had the lesbian flag one and they had the just regular like rainbow pride flag one, and I almost bought a skein of each, but I didn't have like a project in mind for them, and I was like, I can always buy them online if I need to, so I left them there. But I need to come up with a good project to use for the pride flag ones, and then I can start those, and then I'll just have them ready for friggin' June. But so I bought 2 freaking skeins of this ugly baby blue that I keep buying for some reason.
Why?
I don't know. Because I was making the crop top that I had brought up and showed you, and I fully forgot to check like how much I would need for it, and I was also like, oh well, if one of them takes up one whole skein, then I can just make 2 of them and have multiples. But
looking at that shade reminds me of a blanket that I want, that it's one of those blankets that I have no need to really make, but I want to make it just because of the challenge and because it's a historical pattern. It's a baby blanket that was made by one of the president's wives, and it's like a blue and white, and that shade of blue makes me think it would be perfect for it. So
this was the first one. I've made 3 squares and started the 4th one, and it started off like this. So this is, I'm pulling from the outside, so it's still like fairly dense. It's like a little squishy, but this is what I've got left of the first one. So there's still going to be leftover of this and yet more blue. You pull up that president's blanket, but I also got some good colors, because so that big skein was on sale for, I want to say, the Big Twist was on sale for $6.99, and the Pound of Love was on sale for $7.99. So the Big Twist blues that I showed you, I got this for $6.99. I got this nice Big Twist like gold, yellow ochre. Is that what this would be? It's a goldenrod color. I feel like this would be a very nice crop top. This would be a very cute color. I've got a different crop top pattern in mind.
That is a cute color.
Right? And I feel like this would be a good summer color. And then if I've got left, then I can make them also. And then I got this color, which I've been staring at because I love it. So this is the Pound of Love. I got this one, which is not showing up very well. This is like, that's still not very good. This is like a dusty lavender.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know where to put it so that it shows up, because that light is very warm. But this is a dusty lavender color. So I've got this one. And then I got another Bernat blanket. This definitely looks white on camera, doesn't it?
It does look white.
This is pink. This is pink, but it's maybe I'll take pictures and put them in the Discord. But I needed remember that like rat that I made the other day?
Mm-hmm.
I had no pink left, and so I couldn't, and I don't need that much pink. I need it for the noses and tails, but I was out of pink because I'd used my pink for something else. And so I was using literally I was playing yarn chicken trying to make that rat. So I got some more pink so I can make some more rats. That rat sold literally so fast. So I got that. And I'd go hunting the store for this because I put it in a different place than the last time I saw it.
Is that the Granny Square yarn? You bought the Granny Square yarn?
Yes, I bought the Granny Square yarn. I'm a yarn gremlin.
And what are you going to make with it?
I'm just going to make a bag. I'm going to make the squares, and then I'm just going to sew them together in a bag.
I'm so tempted to buy some of that yarn. I want to try it.
And I got my favorite colorway, which is, what is this colorway called? Cyberleaf.
Cyberleaf.
Yeah, the green colorway, green and bluish. But I'm so excited. I haven't started at all because I'm so afraid. Like, I need to go double check. Do I need to center pull? Do I need to pull from the outside? And ugh. Is this that pattern you were talking about? The president's?
This is the Hoover blanket.
Hoover.
It was originally made by Mrs. Hoover in blue and white.
Mm-hmm. And so, that is absolutely this ugly blue that I keep buying.
And I have had this in my... I just realized it's been 20 years.
You've had it in your things for 20 years?
It's what? It can't be 20 years. No, it says 2003 though. That can't be right.
2003. That is 20 years.
That can't be right though.
Yes, you can still buy it, Ronald. Whenever you go to buy it, it will like convert. I buy all of my Ravelry patterns through PayPal, and so it should convert it to the right price. Since it's just a digital download, so they're not sending you anything, then you should still be able to buy it. Because I think I just bought something that was GBP.
Yeah, I've done that too. If you buy something from other countries through Ravelry, they do the conversion.
Yeah,
so you're good. It's digital.
We are teaching the people today. We are teaching the people all of the yarn things. I also, before we wrap up the yarn haul thing, I got bells for my ugly jester hat. And they're not like super obnoxious ones. So, and then I also got this. This is fully not craft stuff, but it was in Aunt Joanne's. Because Aunt Joanne's got you covered for basically everything. I've already ripped it open, but haven't like properly opened the package because I was going to use it and then didn't. But it's a like hip hugger belt thing. Because I always have this issue where like my pants gap at the back. Uh-huh. And so this just clips onto the back of your pants and closes the gap. Oh. It's like a little suspender clip, but it clips on. You can look at the thing. It just clips onto your back few belt loops, and the elastic like closes the gap for you. So I will test that out.
Yeah, still have to test that and tell me.
Yeah, this was. Oh, I don't remember the price. Do I have my receipt? No, I think I put my receipt with all of my other business receipt stuff. But it, I want to say it was like maybe $10, probably less than that. Plus, I was using Joanne's discounts. So, but yeah, I'm gonna test it and let you know.
Okay, this week's coloring pages. Last night while I was having pain in my mouth waiting for the ibuprofen to kick in. So this is not a great coloring page. It is my stress relief coloring page out of my This is out of the Mystery Spots book.
Mm-hmm.
Is this?
It's a rhino.
Yes. It's supposed to be 2 different shades of gray, but you can't really tell they're 2 different shades of gray.
Maybe, I mean, there are more colors that you need to put in, right? Maybe when more colors, it will
No, this is supposed to be.
Oh,
you only do one color.
Okay, and it
I've
makes
done.
the shape. Okay, I was thinking of one of your other ones.
Yeah, I've done. No, you're thinking of this one. I've done more than one color in this book in the past because I can't bring myself to just do one color.
Okay.
Like with the teddy bear.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Okay.
Yeah, I can't bring myself to just do one color. But since this was supposed to be just stress relief, I did 2 different shades of gray, but the light gray doesn't really look much lighter. This is from my other Crayolas kit. The light gray, they have gray and they have elephant gray. And I did elephant gray on the rhino and I did regular gray on the outside, but you can't really tell.
I feel like that's. Yeah. Did you choose 2 grays or did they tell you to do?
No, they don't tell you to do that because
they tell you to do just one color.
They tell you to do just one color. I chose. This is me trying to be creative.
Yeah, I feel like they should tell you to do more colors because I like it better. Like the teddy bear one, I like it better when there's 2 colors because it stands out a bit more.
I do too. But because it's not meant to be more than one color, it's kind of hard to tell
where you're supposed to,
where you should put the other colors. So I have to kind of make a guess. But if you were to look really close at this one, you'll be able to see that a lot of these circles, I did not stay inside the lines or I went really.
But if you've got to hold it up that close to the camera, I think you're good.
They're floppy. I just did it just to, because I was trying not to focus on the fact that my mouth hurts. So that's what that one was. And my other one, this one took me all week. I feel like it shouldn't take me a week to do a coloring page, but I only do a little bit every night. So this is, where is it? Shoot. Okay. This is in my best of 2023 book.
Ooh, I like that one.
I'm still not happy with this down here. It's the same as the last picture where for the ground or the table or whatever, their choices are tan, peach, and gray. And I don't
Which feels like an odd choice.
I don't like the way those colors look together. At least and I chose I'm trying different combinations for the tan and the peach because the markers that are marked tan and peach in my Crayola fine tips look the tan looks peach. And I don't have a peach colored one in that set. So I try to find another one and I just don't like that combination together. So I'm thinking for my next one, because I find myself avoiding the ones that say put tan and peach together because I don't like my tan and peach combination. I think what I'm going to do is use in my Ohuhus, I have a one that says coffee that I think would make a good tan. Yeah. And then I could use the other one, which is a slightly darker brown, and just skip the peach altogether. Just use the 2 shades of brown and the gray together and let that be the ground instead of, but I like all the other color combinations, like all the different reds and oranges and stuff. And I was going to say, when I put this up, yes, puzzles are allowed. I was going to say that, I always say that I do color by number because I'm not creative and I don't want to have the choice. And I want to amend that statement. I'm still not a terribly creative person, but I feel that the color by number is kind of like with a little kid. When you ask them what they want to wear in the morning, you don't just say, what do you want to wear today? You get 2 or 3 outfits and say, do you want to wear this?
You
this,
say, do you want to wear this shirt or do you want to wear this shirt?
Exactly. I gotta put that down because my hand hurts. But yeah, you say, do you want to wear this? Do you want to wear this or this? And that's how I feel with color by number. Because I have like 3 or 4 different sets of colors. I have my Ohuhus, I have my Crayola fine tips. I have is that a puzzle?
Yes, isn't it gorgeous? This is Ronald's puzzle.
Goodness.
This is what people could be seeing if you join the Discord. Isn't it gorgeous? I love
that is so nice.
I know
I know that was hard to complete because when I do jigsaw puzzles, I manage to get the corners, but then after that, I'm always looking for something like I tend to do jigsaw puzzles that have food, so I look for like the handle of the teacup or something like that, so I can get those pieces together. There is nothing for you to.
Yeah, Ronald said the red orange section was deadly, and I can
imagine. I can imagine. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, if I'm gonna do a puzzle, it better be 1, 2, 3, 4 puzzle done, 4 pieces. I'm not doing that, honestly, because I would either lose them or not. I would just stress out so much. I've learned that I am not a jigsaw puzzle kind of guy.
These days, I do. The only time I do jigsaw puzzles is on my iPad, and I usually do like 100-piece puzzle, and that feels like a lot to me. But yeah, what I was saying about the color by number, I feel like I do get to have some creativity picking which combinations of, because like right now I have 3 different options I could use for, say, red orange. And so I have to decide which one of these red oranges is going to go with the yellow orange that I picked, or which would, you know what I'm saying? I was tempted to get one of those Mindware coloring books where you can get the Mindware coloring book and you can get the Mindware colored pencil set where the numbers match what's in the book. Yeah. So you don't have to think at all. You just get the number and color the number that's in the book. But I'm not sure that I want to do that. Number one, because
because you want the option to be able to shift it a little bit.
Colored pencils are not as vibrant as what I like. I prefer the markers because I don't think you can really see on camera how vibrant the colors are with these.
It looks very bright. Going back to my coloring page.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying this is a combination of my Crayola fine liners and the Ohuhu water-based markers that I got for my birthday.
Going back to my coloring book, the only reason that I would want, not it blurring out the bad words. That's hilarious. Let me turn off my little, there we go. The only reason that I would want colored pencils is to do something like this, where you do like a nice little fade. I really like that. But I prefer the bright, like vibrancy of the markers, because this is marker, and you couldn't tell. I did polka dots.
Oh my goodness! Now, okay, I was gonna say something.
Okay, we're moving forward. We're moving forward since my mother is just feeling some kind of way today, so we are moving forward. It's almost time to go.
I can't say that either.
You got to figure out how to be family friendly, at least PG-13.
You're the one who showed me a spotted one.
We're done. We're out. Let's move forward. Let's see.
Yes, Ronald.
I'm done. Let's move forward because we have not talked about TV or games in like 4 weeks because we usually spend the whole time. 2 hours is not enough time for us apparently. So
Oh, one more thing I wanted to throw in before we finish crafty stuff is
yes.
that I have one more month added on to my goal for the avatar blankets. Not that I'm ever going to finish them, but let me dream. I have until April because they're not moving out till April. So
Okay. I mean, you
so
could.
since I finished the Valentine's Day hat, I really should be going straight into those blankets this week.
Okay. Well, we will see how that progress is next week. Let's hop to games real quick. Because there is one game that we have been playing that I wanted to talk about just a little bit. I haven't been playing very many games, but I finally reset up my Xbox and I am borrowing my roommate's controller since my controller has just disappeared in the wind in the move. But Wayne and Ari and I have been playing Redfall, which is similar to Left 4 Dead, if anybody knows Left 4 Dead. But it is a multiplayer, so you and your other people, there are 4 like set characters, and each one of you picks a character. We're just playing with 3 people, but each one of you picks a character, and then you're going through. In Left 4 Dead, you're going through trying to help people. Like there's a zombie apocalypse, and you're trying to help these people like get supplies or like go get help and like set up a safe house and stuff like that. And you're just like doing these individual missions. They're like main missions and side missions, and you just kind of go. And as you're going, like if you're going from your safe house to the main mission, there might be some like side, like just zombies wherever that you gotta take out. Redfall is very similar, except it's you're in this town where a vampire like outbreak has happened and people tried to flee the town. The way the game starts, you're trying to flee the town and you're on a boat. Your boat capsizes and the vampires have like, picture friggin' Moses parting the Red Sea. The ocean has like curled up into this giant like wave and then is like stopped. So it's this giant like kind of floating there wave of water that you can't get through because they didn't want anybody to leave the town. And the sun has been like kind of blotted out a little bit, so it's darker so the vampires can be out and stuff. It's freaking crazy. But we've been having a lot of fun. We're doing some of the main missions, and let's see, Wayne is playing the super edgy boy character who has a raven and he like sends off his raven to go scout out people, and Ari is playing the cryptid hunter character, which is so hilarious because he just keeps bringing up like animal facts and stuff. And I am playing the strong black woman character. I'm playing the only black character, only woman character. But one of her powers is her like big superpower. So you've got like 2 smaller like specialty powers and then one big like superpower. Her superpower is that her ex-boyfriend is a vampire, but he like went to the same clinic that she did that gave her psychic powers. And so he's not like all super crazy like the other vampires. He's like just a chill dude. He's got like a tank top and sunnies on, and every time he shows up, he's like, "Sup, Layla?" And then like goes and fights the other vampires for you, which is friggin' hilarious. His name's Jason.
So if he's so chill, why should you break up with him?
Oh, my headcanon is that she broke up with him because she's a lesbian, because one of the people at your safe house, one of the main NPCs at your safe house, is this lesbian preacher named Eva, who's got like tattoos all over her arms and like rings. And so every time I show up, I'm like, "Sup, Eva, did you hear about all the vampires that I killed?" So when me and Ari and Wayne are playing, yeah, there we go. When me and Ari and Wayne are playing, I am always like going to talk to Eva. And we just did the mission where we go to her house. She is an alcoholic, but I can change her. We got it.
Oh, Lord.
But it's
Lord
really fun. Yeah, okay, her in the front on the right with the big afro, that's the character that I'm playing. Her name's Layla, and she like went to this clinic. Apparently what we're trying to figure out, or what I'm trying to piece together of the story, is the vampire. So there was a patient 0 for the vampire outbreak, and I think there was somebody who was like trying to spread the vampire outbreak, and then everybody else just kind of didn't know, and so they thought they had this stuff that's healing people. Turns out it was actually turning people into vampires, is what I'm picking up. But Layla went to the clinic because she was having migraines, and the testing that they did on her gave her psychic powers and stuff. So it's really fun though. We're just going. Oh yeah, definitely. You would not enjoy this game, but I enjoy it, and I like hearing their little side talking. There was one point last game where so there's a doctor of the main NPCs that are back at the we have our like safe house. Our main safe house is like a fire station. So of the main NPCs at the fire station, there's Ava, my priest that I'm going to get lesbian married to. There is Anna, who is this like pregnant woman, and her husband like Joe or something, and they help with all the guns and stuff. And then there's a doctor whose name is like, I want to say Henry or something like that. And we picked up a mission to take Henry's mother passed away before all the vampire outbreak did, and his father like disappeared, so he doesn't know where he is. And so, but he's got his father's pocket watch, and so he's like, could you just take my father's pocket watch, put it on my mother's grave? It would make me feel so much better. So we're like, okay, we accept that mission. But then periodically, when you're going through the firehouse, then you'll encounter two of the NPCs talking to each other and having conversations. And so we are going to go on this mission to drop his father's pocket watch off, and we encounter Anna, the pregnant woman who handles the guns and stuff. Hector, the doctor, and Ava are all kind of standing in a group talking to each other, and Anna is like going into the doctor, and she's like, this is all your fault. You were one of the people who set up all of these tests. And he's like, yes, I know I had a hand in this. I feel terrible. That's why I'm trying to help you guys and help fix all this stuff. He had a hand in doing the things, but I don't think that he knew that he was creating vampires. He just thought that he was like, yes, I feel so terrible. All of these people have died and it's partially my fault, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, and she was just like going into him. She's like,
that sounds like Sweet Tooth, but go ahead.
Oh, I don't know anything about Sweet Tooth. I know of it, but I don't know anything about it. But so she's going into it, and then the last thing that she said, she's like, I hope this haunts you for the rest of your life. And then he's like, it will. And then we go to walk out, and if you pass the NPCs, then they'll talk to you. So she's like, I hope this haunts you for the rest of your life. Bye, Layla. And I'm like, bitch, don't talk to me. I'm not on your side on this. Don't talk to me. Because she was going in on him, and I was like, chill out. Like they were talking, and then I was talking to Wayne and them in the background. I was like, chill out. What is she doing? That's so rude. Why is she like yes, he helped, but he didn't mean it. He wasn't trying to, he didn't know about all this stuff. And she was just like, I hope this haunts you for the rest of your life. Bye, Layla.
Oh Lord.
It was so terrible.
Yeah, in Sweet Tooth there is a we watched the first season of that, and there's a doctor in there. I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but there's a doctor who knows about the disease that's going around, and he doesn't realize what he's doing is making it worse. Mm-hmm. That's what that made me think of. Mm. But this is Sun-Kissed City. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's not out until Q4 of this year. This is created by one of the developers who helped Concerned Ape with Stardew Valley.
Yeah, I was like, this looks very Stardew.
Yeah, he helped Concerned Ape with Stardew Valley in the later versions, like 1.4 or whatever. 1 point something. He came onto the team from then on. So, Concerned Ape made it by himself in the beginning, but then he had some help with the later versions. But the reason I'm interested in this, even though Stardew Valley hasn't quite clicked with me, is because I'm not a big fan of pixel art, number one. But this is right now there's no video yet because they're still working on it. Bye, Ronald. Have a great Valentine's Day. But I know you can't tell it yet, but I watched a video showing some Because
Gameplay?
Mr. Production is the developer, and he contacted one of the other streamers that I watch, Josh, and so there is some actual video moving of the, and you can see the pixel art is slightly different. And Josh went into more detail about it, about how Stardew Valley is like 1.5 pixel art and this is like 2.5 pixel art or something. This is more detailed, not as detailed as Backbone,
just slightly more pixels,
but
which
slightly,
I can tell, yeah,
but slightly more pixelated, so I can see, so the detail is better to me, and you can see the full body of the characters, which I like. And there is city stuff to it that I like. So it's not all just the farming. There's a little bit of farming, but there's also going to work at your job and stuff like that.
Is it multiplayer like Stardew, or is it only single player?
I don't. They still haven't said, because they're still working on this, so I don't know if it's going to be multiplayer or not. But I'm as you can see, I'm following it on
Steam.
Thank you. Because it's it says it's going to be co-op. It says online co-op.
Okay.
So it says it's going to be co-op. So, and remote play together. So hopefully it won't be too expensive when it comes out, because I am really interested in it, because I everybody talks about Stardew and I really wanted to get into it, but I just can't.
Yeah, if it's co-op, I'll play it with you.
I just can't. But this looks interesting to me because it has some city stuff in it. Another one that I'm interested in is that Pixelia, 2 Pixelia. For the same reason. It's slightly more detailed pixel stuff, and it has
like city stuff.
Because as much as I love a farm sim, I'm, like a lot of people, I know you've seen the videos recently, a lot of people are talking about how they are a bit farm simmed out.
There's only so many times you can plant some carrots.
So you want something that's cozy, but not necessarily growing vegetables. And I don't mind if there's a little bit of farming to it, if there is also other stuff to do. Like if you have a little bit of a garden where you're growing a few things, but then you also need to go to work or whatever, then that's fine. I don't want your whole job to be the farm, I guess is what I'm saying.
I got you.
Since we have a few minutes, I will tell you a little bit about the gaming that I've done this week. Not a lot, but since this week was Steam Next Fest, or last week was Steam Next Fest, and there wasn't a lot of newish games that were very interesting to me. There was just some games that I already knew were on the horizon that put out new demos that you could play. Because, a lot of games have demos up the whole time, but then there's some games that just wait till Next Fest and they'll have a demo up that is only available for that week, and then the demo goes away. And so I wanted to play some demos just to make sure I got a chance to play them, just in case they went away. I played Minami Lane. Did you have you heard of Minami Lane?
I don't think I have.
Minami Lane is a little it's a little Japanese street, and there's these little challenges of things that you have to do. You start with like one house on a street, and then I think the demo is still available. Looks like the demo is still available. Yeah. It's one street. It has this whole pastel look, and they give you a goal, like, have 10 people living on the street, make this amount of money, try to do it within 10 days or whatever. And so then you either build it, you start out, you either build an apartment building, or you build a ramen shop, or you build a boba shop. And then the people go in, and then you start the day, and then the people go in. You don't have to control the people. The people just go in and buy your ramen. And then when they come out, there's little bubbles over their head, and they tell you, oh, the ramen was good, or oh, the ramen was not so good. It needs more shrimp, or it needs more it needs less noodles or
Oh, that
something
sounds
like that.
fun.
And so, and then you get in the demo, you have the basic, open a ramen shop, get about 5 people in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then after you finish that, there's a second mission in the demo of you have to please. It adds different villagers, so you have to please the old people and the young people. So you
Mm-hmm.
have to have different ramen for the different people.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have different boba for the different people. And
Okay.
so it's a
It looks fun.
cozy. This to me is a version of a cozy, relaxing game, but there is a bit of challenge to it because there
Yeah.
is something because it does have tasks. I'm a girl who likes tasks in my games.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it does have tasks.
It does make me think of Diner Dash, Ari. Yeah.
Yeah, except with Diner Dash, I kind of get where you're coming from with that, but except with Diner Dash, you kind of have to like make the dishes as you go. This is more like you set. Okay, this is what my food's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my ramen is going to have 2 packs of noodles, 1 shrimp, and 1 egg. And once you get that set, then you hit go, and then you're hands off until
You just kind of let it go. Yeah.
You let it go, and you click to see what the people are thinking, but you don't make any changes till the next day.
Okay.
So you kind of set it up and then let it go.
Mm-hmm.
And then see at the end, well, they were 50% happy with the ramen, but they were 100% happy with the price. Mm-hmm. So leave the price where it is, but maybe fix the ramen.
Mm-hmm.
And you get clues about how to fix the ramen by clicking on them as they come out of the shop. That's really the only thing you need to do as the day's running.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds really fun. Is that game out, or is that only in demo right now?
It's only in demo right now. It's let's see. It is coming out February 28th. So it's coming out the end of the month.
Okay, sweet.
And it doesn't say what the price is going to be, but it's coming out at the end of the month. So that's nice. I also played the demo for new.
Before you get into more stuff, it is 12:03.
Yep, you need to go. Okay.
Yeah, I got to get ready to go. So we can do our wrap up. But you can talk about the rest of. So next week, hopefully we can speed through life and yarn, and then next week we can hop straight into gaming, and you can finish talking about Next Fest, and maybe I will have another game to talk about too, because Ari and I are trying Plate Up sometime this week. Maybe.
Oh, that'll be fun. So we need to add that to the list so we don't forget for next week.
Yeah.
Okay, well, everyone, thank you for joining us for the Coffee Klatsch. We appreciate being your ambiance. We hope that we kept you company. If you enjoyed what you are seeing, if you made it this far, either in the live stream or the on demand, then leave us I don't know if there's a ramen bowl emoji.
Oh, I think there is a noodle emoji.
If there is a noodle emoji, leave us a noodle. Or if it's not a noodle emoji, you can leave us a heart because it's Happy Valentine's Day today.
Or leave a vampire emoji for Jason, my ex-boyfriend vampire. But he is so chill.
One of those 3. So, if you like this video, subscribe if you want to see more of us. Hit the notification bell if you want to get, apparently you get an email telling you that we are going live. That's how it notifies you. So one of those 3, and then you can join us on Friday for a little bit of gaming action, or next Wednesday morning for more Coffee Klatsch. Bye.
Bye. I've been jamming to this music the entire